Are you ready?
In fact, I believe the world is ready. Hello and welcome everybody to the very first episode of Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, your new home for all things wrestling. Today, we have
WrestleMania, the inaugural episode, baby. I'm here, I'm Vick the Villain, and I'm here with my boy, Pretty Chubby Flaco to my right, Jay to my left. Talk to him. You. And this is our very first episode, guys. We're here to have some fun, and we're going to toss it around this round table, talk some wrestling to you, give us our thoughts on WrestleMania, our loves and hates in the business, and let's kick it off with some little quick intros on ourselves. My name is Vick the Villain. I'm your host. I've been watching wrestling since about WrestleMania 9, and I'm still here. It's 2018, and my favorite wrestlers, I'll give you top 3 right off the bat. Bret Hart, Stone Cold. Nice tie. I think a third place tie is in order between The Rock and Shawn Michaels in my part. How about you, Pretty Chubby Flaco? How long you been watching wrestling? And
I've been watching wrestling for about over 20 years now. Top 3 wrestlers of all time, I should say Stone Cold, Triple H, and I'll give it to Daniel Bryan.
Okay, nice.
Love the guy.
Jay, man, to my left. What's up, Jay? Talk to him. How long you been watching wrestling?
Man, I don't even remember that's how long ago. I could say like 5 or 6 years old. I remember IRS, Tatanka, Razor Ramon.
He's talking 90s to you cats, you millennials.
Man.
Do your research.
But, yeah, man, I've been watching it a long time. And even both my kids watch it too.
Yeah, you guys 2 beautiful daughters, one of which I'm the goddaughter to, the other one I'm just, a very real parent to.
Well, I had to get a heel for my first daughter,
yeah. We're here to talk some WrestleMania, guys. It's WrestleMania week, the most wonderful week of the year for me and myself personally. Let's kick things off with the kickoff show here. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Pretty Chubby Flaco, how you feel about this match, man? Give me your thoughts.
Very highly anticipated match between 2 well-deserved wrestlers. I feel like the build was coming, and if we all remember, Cedric Alexander was gonna have his push against Enzo, but when they released Enzo, I guess that kind of got kicked to the curb.
Right. I remember that. I remember that little program they were running. That it didn't really get off to. I think they had a couple promos in the backstage or something like that.
Right. They had a good back and forth, but unfortunately things happened. Matter of events happened, and
real life events.
Yeah, everything was pushed to the side, and with this new tournament that came up,
one
thanks
party
to Triple
after
H.
another.
Hell of a job, Triple H. We love your work.
Yeah.
We have this finals between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. And I tip my hat off to both guys, and I think it's going to be a great match. Great back and forth, very entertaining. We've seen them fight each other once before, and now they're going to go at it in Mania for the strap.
Who you got?
Who do I got for this? I give it to the underdog, Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
Jay,
what are your thoughts, man?
Listen, man, those are 2 very talented wrestlers. They've been building this up for a while now, ever since Enzo, with his unfortunate situation, got the strap taken off from him and obviously let go. But they had the tournament, and even before, even with Enzo, I believe it was Cedric Alexander and Mustafa both had like a certain, somewhat of a storyline that included the belt. So they, they're no strangers to this, and I don't know. I say Mustafa, the underdog, takes it.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Even though I kind of see that they've been trying to mold Cedric into that champion.
Well, yeah, man. I think Cedric's time is long overdue. I think he's been the guy, so to speak, to carry this division, and he's definitely the face of it. There's no comparing him to any other guy on that roster right now. I can't think of anybody besides Neville that would probably be much of the guy to go to in that division right now, at least for the foreseeable future. But Cedric's my guy in this. He's been doing it consistently, time and time again, and he's been shining. Now I think he's been putting over too many people. I think his time is here.
I agree.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal. A lot of build up on Raw for this.
Not too much, but something.
Yeah, I think
special.
Matt Hardy went over on Goldust, and I think on SmackDown they had like a 6-man tag with some participants in it. Let me tell you right now,
This doesn't excite me.
It doesn't excite us at all. Okay. Pretty Chubby Flaco, how do you feel?
I feel like this match is going to be boring.
I agree.
I don't see anything special about it. And truth be told, who's going to win? Either Woken Matt Hardy, the returning Bray Wyatt, or who knows? Maybe Goldberg might come out.
Well, let's put that to light here. I mean, there's a lot of rumors here for this match, though. Not for nothing. I've heard Goldberg is in the mix. He might take this win, actually, which is unfortunate to many. Big Show has been working out. He's looking great.
Yeah, he does look great.
Due for a comeback. They're saying he might be in this. It all kind of depends, though, because, I mean, everybody's... If it's either you're not coming back for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, you're coming back to be Braun Strowman's partner. So, which one is it, right?
Didn't you say you had another big name to throw into this match?
I do. I think Neville, guys. I think Neville might be a dark horse in this.
Neville, if I'm not mistaken, Big Cass.
Big Cass is right. Cleared. Yeah, Big Cass is also another name. What else?
Will Brother Nero be part of the battle?
Well, that's a great question. I think that would. I don't see why not. Why wouldn't you put Brother Nero in this?
But why wouldn't you want to wait for the Raw after WrestleMania to bring him back?
That's the other thing. If I don't see him on the anybody for that matter, any of the returning rumors that I don't see coming in this match, I expect him to see by Monday or by Tuesday.
That's the thing.
Because
it's WrestleMania. The Raw after WrestleMania is the biggest WrestleMania of the year. Right. It's the reset button. This is the storylines we're gonna give you from now to the next one.
Like an all-star game?
Something like that. But it's a big deal. It's always the highest rated of the year, highest rated show of the year.
Highly anticipated.
Well, now it is because they always give us something.
Right.
You always get somebody coming back or something. It's the craziest night. You also have those international fans, man. They get rowdy too.
You always hear the
they help
pops,
out.
Biggest pops.
Mm-hmm.
You will not get though the greatest crowd of all time, which I myself was a part of.
I believe you have a Slammy.
I am a Slammy award-winning fan.
Was that the year where Dolph Ziggler cashed in?
That was the night Dolph Ziggler cashed in his Money in the Bank. I was there screaming to the top of our lungs. We won a Slammy Award for that night. And yes, your host is a Slammy Award-winning host. So you're getting Slammy Award-winning podcast material here, folks. Love it, bitches. Love it. Let's move on, guys. Women's Battle Royal. What do you think?
Once again, this one's going to be way better than the Andre the Giant one. I'll tell you right now.
Well, but why? Are you saying that because it's a women's, the first time ever?
These ladies have been putting on shows. So let's not get this twisted. There's a reason why they're being pushed. This is the best era of women wrestlers collectively.
You're talking what, talent or entertainment?
Talent-wise, even mic-wise, some of these ladies are really good.
No, yeah, definitely agree. The women's movement is big, not just wrestling, man. I think sports.
That's why Ronda Rousey, which will be another topic we'll talk about. We'll get to that later. But that's why they brought her in and they're giving her the big bucks because she knows she's pulling the big numbers But when it comes to the Battle Royal, I think it's going to be better than the guys. Especially with the top two, there's, obviously we know how it's going to kind of play out with the
Sasha
and Bailey, that they've been, beefing and all that for a couple weeks now. Remember, there's been a couple pay-per-views where they've been beefing, turning on each other or whatnot.
Right. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that they're going to sell that angle or at least work that story.
And that's a great ending. I don't care who wins, but that's going to be a great ending.
Yeah. You leave it up to them to. I'm disappointed we didn't actually get a match. I wanted to see a rematch with NXT Brooklyn, Sasha and Bayley get at it. Pretty Chubby, any surprises you got in store for that match for us? What do you think? What do you got for us? Any scoop? That's my scoop guy, by the way. Pretty Chubby Flaco gets me all the scoops.
Do we have any returning legends? Maybe Trish? Maybe Lita?
That's great questions, man. I'm not sure. Want to stir the pot a bit, but
it is WrestleMania, and even though it's a pre-show, it is WrestleMania.
Right. They got to do something. And I think these guys, man, not for nothing, I think this is probably one of the most star-studded pre-shows, or let's call it kickoff show. I want to call it the pre-show.
You think it's one of the better ones?
I think it's more star-studded, at least, that I've seen in a while.
I wouldn't say star-studded. I would say quality matches.
Quality? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I wouldn't say Cedric, Alexander, and Mustafa are stars.
Right.
Say.
Okay.
They're not superstars, so you can't say that. But I will say their talent level is very up. It's high. It's up there. So
you're definitely getting your bang for your buck here.
Exactly.
Unless you're a new subscriber, you're getting that shit free, you fucking lucky bitches. But let's jump into the main card. SmackDown tag titles, guys. Usos, New Days, and the Bludgeon Brothers. Pretty Chubby. Who do you think? What do you think? What's going down with this?
We all know that the Usos and New Day could throw a hell of a show. Mm-hmm. Those two teams together bring down the house. And adding a third team into the mix, it's going to be very interesting stirring this pot. But at the end, I believe I give the straps to New Day.
New Day. Okay, so you got new tag team champs.
Yes,
definitely.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for ladder matches. I've always loved the ladder match. I love the violence. But I'm almost upset this isn't a ladder match.
Right.
Because I get the I get the energy of the not to compare them. You can't compare, but I get Hardy's, Dudley's, Edge and Christian on this. I get that feel.
Yes,
like these are the three main teams we've seen for all. Maybe Bludgeon Brothers have gone. They were here, but they've gone separate ways. They tried singles run. It didn't work out. They're back now. They repackaged. Maybe it's not the best repackaging of all time either, but at least they're back. You know that they can still be together. And I think this is the three main teams we've seen that have been here for the long run, and they're still doing it. And they're gonna show that in this match.
I agree.
How about you, Jay? What do you think?
I would say this sounds a little weird, but this may be the show stealer.
Okay.
Maybe.
You think they're hungry?
Like Pretty Flaco said, Pretty Chubby Flaco. These two of those teams have put on matches that are show stealers already, and I say adding the Bludgeon Brothers. I want to see. I just want to see a good match, man. Especially that the Bludgeon Brothers are getting a nice push, right? I say the Bludgeon Brothers are taking the belts.
You think it's their time?
I think so, man. They've been pushing them really, as an unstoppable team so far, right? Have they even lost? They're kind of like the Braun Strowman of tag teams right now.
Yes,
right.
I agree.
Just a bunch of squash matches, and when people actually try to mess with them, they come out hurt, right? The Usos and the New Day, that goes back as well. Like they've had 5-star promos against each other. Who could forget when the Usos brought up the tape? I'm not gonna say no names.
Whew. Oh man, you're right on that. And I think the promos are definitely
they own each other. Yeah. And then the fact that they added the Bludgeon Brothers to the last promo, and they didn't even say nothing. They stoked fear into both these teams, and they're selling us on this match. Like I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm sure it's gonna be a great match.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on that, man. The promos was great. I did pick that up though. I think they smashed the camera or something.
Yeah, I mean it was dope. They walked in there, both teams looked at them like they were scared, and this dude just dropped the hammer on the camera. Like they don't say nothing, they just come in and stoke fear.
I really haven't. This has a lot of ties to Edge, Christian, Matt Hardy, and the Hardys and the Dudley Boys, and Yeah, you're right. I might take you up on that.
You saying it has that feel to it?
Yeah, it has that feel. Maybe this steals the show. Let's move on. Raw tag titles, guys. Sheamus and Cesaro, the Bar against Braun Strowman and the Mystery Partner.
Not excited about this, man.
No, Jay? What's up?
I mean, listen, I love Braun Strowman, and obviously the Bar, perhaps some of the most underrated talent on the roster, right? My beef is like the fact that you couldn't put an actual tag team, another deserving. I get it. You're trying, like, you should have put a deserving tag team in there, man. Like, and on top of that, who the hell? What if it's whack? What if this dude's partner is whack?
Well, let's get into that now. Pretty Chubby, who you got on the rumor mill? Who do you think? Who's Braun Strowman's partner, man? You got the scoop, I heard. What's up?
I've heard many names.
Don't hold out on us. Don't hold out. I know you got it in there.
We all know that Rey Mysterio has been in talks with WWE. He could potentially be a partner for Braun Strowman. You have all these medically cleared wrestlers, Big Cass, Big Show, Neville. Who knows? You might even get James Ellsworth there.
Oh God!
Let's hope not on that.
Let's definitely hope not.
Does that that plays a big role in who I think will win this match? Actually, that if it's Ray, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, don't expect Strowman to win the straps because Ray's gonna be a one-time thing. We got some dates he has to meet after WrestleMania, and that's with he got a couple matches in the Indies.
And let's not forget he's injured.
He is injured as well, and then wrestlers do tend to lie a little bit on their WrestleMania comebacks when they say, "Oh, I don't have anything planned. They haven't hit me up." But who knows? Maybe he is talking a little bit of shit there, Ray. But I do like Big Show, but I don't see any of these guys teaming with Braun Strowman for the long run.
Or will Braun Strowman tag with Elias? Will Elias come out?
Maybe if you do Elias, I think Elias is the one name out of all the rumors that I see, I think has a program with Braun with the tag straps on him. Because they had a little bit of a beef, and they do the whole... I don't know if you guys can remember the Shawn Michaels Stone Cold, maybe the Stone Cold Undertaker tag team championship stories where they best of enemies make the best of tag teams champions.
Right.
Maybe they go that route with Elias and Braun Strowman. I see that. But other than that, any other partner than that, I see the Bar taking and retaining this, guys. How do you guys feel?
I honestly would love to see Braun Strowman win the straps by himself.
Is that your pick? You're not going to see him by himself, but, I mean, who do you think will win the actual match?
I preferably would want the Bar to retrain.
Bar. Okay, so that's your pick. How about you, Jay?
That's a clean sweep because I'm picking the Bar.
All right, the Bar. We're all you are unified on that.
It's probably the only one we'll be unified. Oh, well, spoke too soon. Go ahead.
You probably did speak too soon.
Yes, I did.
The Fatal 4-Way, guys, for the United States Championship. Let's talk build real quick here, guys. Last week on SmackDown, there was a one-on-one match between Rusev and Jinder Mahal. And let me tell you, Bobby Roode was, I believe, commentating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was not a bad match.
I to be honest, I missed the match. I was in and out of the kitchen. I was trying to feed my son, but I did get to feed him. Don't worry, he's still alive and kicking. But I peeped at the end. Rusev, I believe Rusev goes over, but out of nowhere, RKO, boom, Randy Orton hits it, and then Bobby Roode enters, and I think he tosses Aiden English to the Lion there and gets him an RKO. What's funny enough about this, I see Bobby Roode and Randy Orton gets a face-off in this, and then the crowd is busy chanting Rusev Day. Which, by the way, happy Rusev Day to everyone.
Happy Rusev Day.
It's fucking Rusev Day.
And may Rusev be with you.
That's right. He is over. This man has been added due to his merch, and I think this man's going to be the dark horse in this match and steal the show. Not the show, but steal the match. He's going to steal the match, and he's going to walk away with his US strap. How do you feel about this?
Nope.
Jay, talk to him.
Listen, you know how I feel about this man. Rusev is the most over wrestler. Probably top 3 most over wrestler in the whole company. Right? Sells possibly the most merch, which is why they even dragged him into this match. He had no match. He had no match in WrestleMania at all. He was begging and all that, telling the crowd, let your voice be heard. And he sells the most. Like I said, he sells the most shirts, and they didn't even have a thing for him until now. Until they saw how popular he is, right? Yeah. Now, as a company, you would want, if a guy sells the most merchandise, right? You'd want him to be at the top, at least, right?
I mean, yeah, it would seem like it makes sense.
You would want your customers to know that you hear them, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. WWE writers are the goddamn worst.
Round 1, fight!
I think you speak volumes, and I think you can preach to the choir when saying things like that. But yeah, man, these writers gotta go.
They're probably. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna keep it on Bobby Roode.
Well, it's on Orton now.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm at. They're gonna keep it on Orton or give it back to Bobby Roode.
Okay.
Jinder, I kind of like if he wins it, that'd be such a heel thing to do.
Yeah, and not for nothing, I have been waiting for this little Jinder Mahal U.S. title villain run. You know, they call me the villain for a fucking reason.
You need it. You need to hate somebody. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying?
I love to listen to people hate him. The Maharaja.
You need to hate that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they hate him already.
Yeah.
But if you put the ball on him, they're gonna be like, oh fuck,
so much heat.
That's
and
easy,
you want that. You kind of want that.
Yeah. It makes for better TV in my eyes. So, are you riding with Jinder or are you riding?
No. I said that they should either give it to Rusev, who's super over, or give it to Jinder, who's super hated.
So, who's your pick though? Who are they going with? Where's the money at?
How rude.
Oh. How rude or how glorious?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Mr. Glorious himself. All right. Talk to him, Pretty Chubby.
Fatal 4-way. Who do I have walking out with a strap in Mania? I give it to Randy Orton. I think he's going to retain.
Okay.
I think he retains. Only reason I think he retains is because him and Bobby will have a program, and Bobby might eventually turn heel. That's what I think.
You know what? I've been craving Bobby Roode to turn heel since his third entrance on SmackDown. Like, I need this guy to be heel.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, that's where he thrives, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like this whole him being a face with throwing out how glorious he is not clicking.
Yeah, I love he gave me the Triple H feel back in NXT. But you know, he was like the
narcissistic characters should be heels.
Yeah. Well, he was heel in NXT.
Exactly, and they obviously got over and he worked so
over. Yeah.
No, but I think definitely that heel shit works for him.
Yeah, you can't be a narcissist and a nice guy.
Yeah,
you gotta be one or the other.
Let's go on to the IC straps. We have the new father to a beautiful little girl, Miz, against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Pretty Chubby. What are your thoughts on this, man?
Well, what can I say? You have the Miz, very entertaining guy, great on the mic. You have Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. You know they're going to put on a hell of a show. And at the end, I would see Seth Rollins walking out.
Seth.
I think it's his time for a nice little singles run.
Okay. With the IC strap.
With the IC strap.
I hear you, man. I hear that. J-Man, talk to him.
Listen, like I said, I said the tag team would steal the show, and this one was going to be right next to it. It's going to be a great match. These very talented. Miz is underrated, and obviously I don't have to tell you about Seth and Finn. That being said, and me telling you that out of the current wrestlers right now, Finn is my favorite. But I might have to agree with my boy, and I'm picking I'm picking Seth to take it.
Okay.
Nice little run.
So we got 2 for Seth over here.
Burn
I'm with you guys too on this. I think we can all agree. Seth Rollins looks like the guy here. I don't see Vince falling in love with Finn yet, and hopefully it's even the Demon Finn. But there's no guarantee that it is there? Right? They don't really know. They haven't really said anything.
Nah, they would have like.
I think they probably would have, right? Yeah, they would have said it.
The blue underwear smiling Finn Balor.
And you're the second man to bring that up, actually, about that smile, that cocky smile. I would love a Finn Balor heel turn, and rumor does have it that Seth will be doing a program with Finn, and I think Jay mentioned it before. We can't stand that smirk that Finn Balor carries around, but. I'm telling you,
it's very a la Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, and then,
but the thing is that he's over. But Finn is over. Like, why even try to do that? He's already over.
Well, let me tell you this: if they turn him heel and he keeps that smirk, it's money, man. I think it's money. Keep the smile, but
it'll even revive the club's reputation.
Yeah, and they need to. I'm the first one on that wagon if they start doing some Balor Club in there. But a great build for this. Some good promos from Miz TV.
Great matches in between.
They had a classic last week. I think Seth and Finn kept the eyes glued on Raw versus that NCAA championship last Monday. Let's move on to the women's division here. Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Raw Women's Championship. I think it's pretty obvious here. I think we're gonna go with Nia Jax on my end. She's a victim of body shaming, and she lost her best friend, and blah 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 blah. I could really care less. I think it's her time, and Alexa Bliss has had a great run. I love her to death, but you got to give it up to Nia, and I think it's her time. Pretty Chubby Flaco, how you feel?
I could agree with you, and I could also disagree. I disagree because I feel like, what if Mickie James comes and interferes, and Alexa Bliss gets disqualified, and Nia Jax wins via disqualification? Through disqualification, she can't win the title.
Okay.
You really think it's gonna happen on a WrestleMania stage?
I mean, we have seen worse.
We've seen everything at WrestleMania. False finishes to.
So you don't think she'll get the strap at all?
As much as I would want to see her win, I don't think she's gonna win.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they could pull off one of those Monday Night Raw title changes.
Yes.
Like how they did for do you remember that night where Dolph Ziggler won that? Do you remember that?
I can never recall. What are you talking about?
No,
Blasphemy.
Yeah. You know that crowd won a Slammy?
Did they now?
That crowd won a Slammy.
I gotta watch it. Hey, they have it on the network.
Vic, weren't you there?
Was I? Maybe I was in that nice Slammy award-winning crowd. But yeah, on to your point.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. But remember how the crowd during that WrestleMania was chanting for Dolph to claim it, and he didn't. But then the next night they did it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's done before where
I definitely hear
title
that,
changes that have been in the works, and the guy or lady deserves it. They don't do it on the big stage, but then they do the second big stage, which is the Raw after.
That's actually a great point. So you're gonna go with Alexa then?
I gotta go with it's almost obvious that you don't want to pick her. Like, for me, I was going to say it's so obvious that Nia deserves it and probably will win it that you kind of don't want to pick her. Cause
you don't think they're gonna sell to the keep the audience change it up a bit.
This goes back to the writing.
Round 2. Fight!
As you can tell, people, I'm not too keen.
Jay versus the writers.
And I'm not too keen. I'm not fans of these people. They do some things right and so many things wrong.
We need Freddie Prinze Jr. back.
But yeah, you know what? I'm going with
Nia Jax. Okay.
And see if they could get something right.
All right, let's move on to SmackDown here. SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte against the undefeated Asuka. With the winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Charlotte's not ready for Asuka.
Oh, I don't think anyone's ready for Asuka.
Listen, she has not lost, not even in the mixed match challenge. She hasn't even lost in rock, paper, scissors. This lady is on a roll and will not be stopped. She's gonna win this. Plus, there are rumors that there's rumors that next year's WrestleMania for the ladies is set up already. That's what the rumors are.
Yeah, I did hear something on that. They have penciled in Asuka for the main event at Mania 35, which will be here, local to us.
Yes.
Back in Rutherford, guys. Back home.
In Jersey.
I expect you Susias there with us. We'll have some great episodes for you guys that week.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some local talent for you guys.
So back to the rumor.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronda Rousey might be dethroning Asuka at next year's WrestleMania.
Or so that is the rumor.
That is penciled in. Let's see how that goes. But I feel I can. With that said, that narrows down my pick. I'm gonna go with Asuka as well. Chubby, how do you feel?
As much as I love Asuka, I feel that Carmella might want to cash in.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Because if you recall, she's had multiple attempts.
She's teasing out there. Let me tell you something, guys.
She teases every time she comes out. Let me just get that out of the way.
Why
she's
oh
a
my. She's a very nice tease. But
shout out to Carmella.
But I think how about this? How about Carmella cashes in, but I don't think Asuka's streak is that intact either. We all know what happened last time there was a streak.
No.
In
This
New Orleans.
This one's early.
Yes, this was 3 years ago when somebody did lose their streak at Mania.
And might I add, I am for the build not to completely shit on the build for this story, but I'm so mad that nobody has brought that up. I'm so glad that Charlotte didn't get on the mic and said, "Listen, bitch, do you remember the last time there was a streak in New Orleans and somebody came undefeated or some shit?" We all know how that ends. Something along those lines, man. You gotta throw that in there, man.
But Hugo probably made one of the best points right now. To protect Asuka's undefeated streak, and you can't make Charlotte look weak either, right? They have a crazy match. They're both down. Carmella walks in.
Okay, but how do you in that scenario? How do you protect
Asuka
the
won't
streak?
technically lose.
You say she pins Charlotte.
She causes a DQ.
Oh, causing a DQ, but you can't really cause a DQ,
you can't cause a DQ
if you're cashing in. It's fair game, so you can't win by DQ.
When Seth won it, nobody won.
Right. Seth won.
No. When Seth cashed it in, it's not like Brock or Roman won. They were in the middle of that match.
It turned into a triple threat.
And it turned into a triple threat.
But now if Carmella turns it into a triple threat,
I see her pinning Charlotte now.
Wins. Doesn't that mean that?
No, it still doesn't. No.
Well, she never gets pinned. It's kind of like when Kurt Angle debuted. He lost the match to Taz, but never tapped out, type of thing. No, that still wasn't. That's a bad example. He still counted as lost.
I would say it's more of into the thing of like I said, so when Seth won it, right? Who did he pin?
He pinned Reigns.
He pinned Reigns, right? And wasn't Brock
Brock
champion?
was champion, right?
Okay, so who do you pin that loss to? Do you ever say, "Oh, I can't believe Brock lost that shit"?
Right.
No.
So that would save
her.
That would save the streak if she comes in and pins Charlotte.
Like, nobody's ever beat me. Nobody's ever pinned me.
Now, to that point, it has been reported. WrestleLink has reported. I'm not sure if WrestleLink has reported, but they reported. Somebody reported, but it has been documented. And of course, the cards are always subject to change. But there are house shows, SmackDown tours, post WrestleMania that have Charlotte versus Carmella for the Women's Championship already scheduled for post WrestleMania. So that could be in the works. But also, again, don't remind you, cards are always subject to change. So
Good point.
It also has
Great points with this.
Asuka versus Nia Jax.
So you're gonna go
On the
with
Raw side.
So you're not gonna go with either. You're gonna go with Carmella, huh, Chubbs?
I think Carmella's cashing in and winning. at
Okay.
Mania.
Interesting.
That's an interesting point.
Guys, but have we talked about possibly seeing Undertaker versus John Cena?
Oh
we did
my
not.
God, we did
Mr.
not.
Rumor Mill. Get it in there. Let's go.
Do you know something we do not? Because that's not on my fucking list here.
Well, let's keep in mind that Kid Rock is being inducted into this year's Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And if I recall, Kid Rock performs the American Badass theme for Mr.
Okay.
Taker.
I see where your wheels are turning.
So, looks like we might see the American Badass himself for one last time to fight off John Cena and his C Nation.
Well, this is a match that my son will be proud to see. He's very upset that Undertaker is in MIA right now. If this match does happen, who wins and how or what? What do you think is going on? How does this happen?
See, I don't see a match happening. I could see the Undertaker coming out, maybe having a couple words or something to that extent. But I do not see a match happening. You get me?
Okay.
I just don't see it. Like, I don't see it. Or if there's a match, it's gonna be a quick one. Like, I don't see. This is a stacked card. We barely have, there's no space in between for anything.
Well, given that it might hit into, I think Taz said that it was going to hit to midnight.
Shout out to Taz.
He has a special going on that he's going to come on at 11 or something like that. But yeah, I don't see it. I hope not. That's, I don't see this match being that long. I hope they don't give him a fucking hour. I mean, he's going to need an hour. You know what? This is what's going to happen. Kid Rock's going to perform at WrestleMania and going to play the American Badass music. And that's the only fucking way that The Undertaker makes it to the fucking ring without spending an hour. He rides the fucking motorcycle to the ring and the match is 2 minutes long. That's the only way I'll be content with it. Because if you give these motherfuckers more than 30 minutes, I'm going to fucking puke. It's going to be sponsored by AARP.
But even if, nobody... Listen, nobody ever looks fondly back at American Badass, so he might get the pop out of just sheer nostalgia, but you gotta just bring us the old Undertaker.
Yeah. So J-Man doesn't think there's a match. Pretty Chubby, what's up? How do you think it's gonna play out, man?
I think we're gonna get a small match, kind of something similar to, if you recall, The Rock facing Eric Rowan, I believe that year. We'll get something small and simple, and you got to think about it that this might be potentially, hopefully, it will be the Undertaker's last WrestleMania. I'm not saying that it's his last fight, because hopefully, if WWE books him the right way, he debuted at Survivor Series and he'll retire at Survivor Series, and we will see Undertaker next year in the Hall of Fame.
That's another bold statement there, but yeah. If you do see this fight, you're going to go with Taker then, I guess? Or?
I will go with Taker all the way, 100%.
All right. I do not see Taker jobbing to Cena, hopefully, if this happens. So I'm going to go with Taker as well. And, yeah, I think that's how it's going to happen. I don't see the dead man coming back. I see there's just too much coincidences going on happening that point to the dead man walking and I think Cena mentioned that phrase dead man walking too.
I think so too.
On Raw.
Well, he even hinted to the American Badass.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see what happens with that, but I'm not excited. I don't want them to take up too much of the time. And I could do without the match altogether, but I mean, you can't have a WrestleMania without Cena now, right?
Right.
So that's that. Let's go into Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Do you think Shane is actually going to make it? He has a herniated disc, diverticulitis. I think I'm not butchering it.
Pretty sure you are.
I'm pretty sure I am.
What if he can't make it and there's a replacement for him?
Oh, no, this opens up that big book of worms where we bring back all those names now. that are rumored for the card.
Oh,
Who do you
see,
replace
that's
them?
for that one. For that one, if that were to happen, right? Because we obviously know Shane is in bad condition.
Yeah.
A good friend of all of theirs would be Neville.
Really?
Of all three of them.
Yeah. I'm sure they're well known, and why not put Neville? Why not put any wrestler in to sub in the Shane? Why risk the? He's a hernia. Like he has staph infection. Like
He's got kids.
He's got kids. Like what the fuck? Like
I'd say Heath Slater.
you know. But who your picks are though?
I'm not excited about this match.
I think the stipulation is if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they get reinstated on this, or
They get reinstated. And if they lose, they leave SmackDown for good.
For Raw.
Well, that gives me my answer right now. I'm gonna go with the favorites. I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are big rumors to jump ship to Raw after this, guys. So I'm definitely going with that alone.
Okay.
I expect to see a lot more Daniel Bryan than I do Shane on this.
I mean, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I do. I expect Daniel to be the workhorse here.
But I don't even want that. Yeah, I don't even want that to happen because he just got back. We don't want something to happen.
Right. And is he going to go too hard? There was something about those kicks when he gave them against
No. See,
Sami Zayn
I thought the same thing. I thought the same
he
thing
put
until
so much info in that. Like,
I thought the same thing.
Felt he was those two. How many years has he been gone? Was it a year or two?
No, it's been like
Been,
3.
3 years he's
close
been
to
gone.
3.
You felt those 3 years in those kicks, man. I think he's gonna go all out WrestleMania.
I'm telling you right now, those kicks look so good. I thought it was real.
That could be dangerous. I think that could be dangerous, man. If you give him the bulk of the work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of that either. So you bring back somebody like Neville, and that'll become probably the showstopper.
How awesome would it be if Johnny Gargano got a call up and was his tag team partner?
Oh God.
But now we're
that would be a dream team.
Now you're reaching though.
Oh,
you
that
are
is
reaching.
a reach. So who's your pick though? Daniel. I said Daniel Bryan, Shane. Jay, who are you gonna pick?
I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan and whoever the hell he's wrestling with.
Okay.
I still don't see Shane in this match. He's gonna be beat up. I mean, for the simple fact that these two are probably gonna go to the Raw. Yeah, I'm going with that.
Pretty Chubby Flaco.
Ditto. I agree with the J-Man. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, or whoever his partner is, will win and succeed, and we will see the last of Sammy and Kevin on SmackDown Live.
All right, so another one unanimous for us here. How many unanimous? We got the Bar unanimous. We got Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. We got Seth Rollins winning the IC title, and that's pretty much where it ends. Let's get into it, guys. The baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda frickin' Rousey, Kurt Angle, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H. What's your take? With the build itself, let me just start off by saying was pretty awkward. It was very lackluster. I hated last Monday's Raw segment. I think she sold horribly. I think Stephanie needed to be more vicious. Shout out to Taz.
Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
Need to convince me more that was bad that was enough to keep Ronda Rousey down. And then she looked like she was placed through a table, not put through a table there, guys. I'm going to just go out and say, though, I'm very back and forth on this because they're getting me with this whole repackaging deal that they're saying. They're saying they're going to repackage Ronda when that's what they're selling here when they win. Why not repackage her as a heel and go that route? Would that consist of a Triple H and Stephanie win?
Screwjob in the making?
Yeah, but I mean, the ultimate goal of this was to make Ronda big, so I think the safe bet here is definitely to go with Kurt and Ronda. I'm going to stick with play it safe, just so I can get an advantage over you bitches, in case you guys do fuck up somewhere.
See,
And I'm gonna go with Kurt and Ronda.
Listen.
I mean, you don't bring her back to make her lose on the debut, right?
unless you are a WWE writer.
Finish him!
Okay.
Listen, I don't mean to pick on these people. I'm sure they're fine people. But, like Vic said, I mean, a heel turn would be second best thing you could do, other than give her to Paul Heyman and let Paul Heyman help her out, like he did with Braun. Because let's face it, her mic skills are pretty trash. Yes, it's awkward. She's supposed to be this hard, like this strong person. Yet every time she comes out, she's almost in tears. Until she starts her little smirk, like a little mad face. She looks like a 3-year-old child who you took her candy away from instead of intimidating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, either turn her heel and give her to make a new corporation type of thing.
You're trying to bring back the authority.
The authority.
All right.
Bring back the authority. Ronda will be like their main, the main chick, especially how they've been pushing the women's division so hard. That's going to be a big deal, right?
So you're going Triple H and Steph.
Yeah. I was thinking. See, that's what I was thinking about. Maybe she wins and then turns.
I think if she turns, they not winning. I think if she turns, she's kicking Kurt in the nuts and making him tap out or some shit, and then they fucking lose. But who knows, man? Chubby Flaco, what's up?
I see Ronda and Kurt winning, and I see Ronda making Triple H tap out.
Really?
That is an interesting thing.
That's a bold statement.
He is bold right now.
You know what?
Bold man Flaco.
Yeah, he is.
Yes. Okay.
Triple H will tap out to Ronda Rousey, and let's recall Triple H has a bad losing record at WrestleMania, and it will continue.
Okay.
Damn, we kinda
Still love the man.
Even though he destroyed Sting's debut, so I don't know about that.
He put the final nail in the coffin in WCW at WrestleMania 31. Let's just say that in my eyes. Oh, and let's get into this one, guys. The dream match. Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Who wants to lead on this one?
Yeah, this is going to be a great match. They've been pushing it really hard, especially on SmackDown. Even Raw had a segment. Raw had a Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles segment, which is impressive.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah. SmackDown obviously had their own not only match but little promo, right?
Yeah, like mid commercials in between match. And this brought Raw to actually do a P&P.
Oh yeah,
picture in picture with that and instead of a commercial, they actually put the promo for the Shinsuke and AJ.
Exactly, which for me is a pretty big deal. Like I've never seen a.
They took the thing out of SmackDown. Doesn't SmackDown only do that? Or?
Yeah. But I mean, even social media. I was scrolling through my Instagram. I seen like 3-4 posts with just a couple hours ago of pushing that event real hard. And the way they ended SmackDown, I liked it. They're both playing mind games and. Yeah, we're friendly, but this isn't going to be a friendly match.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty Chubby, what's up?
Listen, I'm a Shinsuke Nakamura guy all the way, and I think it's his time. And we will see our first ever Japanese WWE champion at WrestleMania.
Wow,
34.
that's a stat for you there, folks.
This is why he's here.
First ever Japanese World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes.
Let me tell you right off the bat, Jay, did you give me a pick?
AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers right now. But I think Pretty Chubbs is right on this one, man.
Okay.
I think it's his time. I think it's Shinsuke's time.
Right, and this is another one where we agree. And I think we have one more we're going to agree on.
No, obviously.
But
the snooze fest.
This is another one, guys. The build for this, I wasn't actually fond of up until the first time Nakamura patted AJ Styles in the head.
Yes.
And that caught me. And then Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Rumble. He needs this, but I think to steal the show here, this needs to be physical. This needs to be strong style. We need to see these guys take this to Japan. And we need to see fucking stiff Omania on this, bro. I want to see kicks to the face. I want to see these guys smack the shit out of each other. I want to see blood. I want to see them take it to New Japan. I want to be watching this match and say, holy shit, this isn't Wrestle Kingdom. This is WrestleMania. But it feels like I'm watching Wrestle Kingdom.
Right.
Like, I need this to be physical. And that's the only way I see this match stealing the show, even though it's going to be on everybody's to-watch list. And it's probably going to be my most favorite match of the night. Not of the weekend, by the way. But of the night, for sure. And I think it's going to be something to watch, for sure. And I think nobody's going to be upset. Let's close this up now.
With
Main
the
event.
most obvious match of the night.
The 1 year in the making. And I feel like this is how I'm going to feel about Ronda, Rousey, and Asuka next year when they make that a big deal. Because you're shitting on it. You're making it
Vince's old guy versus Vince's new guy.
Oh, God. The changing
can
of the
we talk
guys.
about that promo right now? Can we talk about that right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it up.
All right. So, we're obviously talking about Brock Lesnar, WWE Champion, versus, Raw Champion, I'm sorry.
Universal Champion.
Universal Champion.
Of
the multiverse. Yes.
Versus Roman Reigns. Now, they've been pushing this really, really hard. Like, this thing has, gotten hour segments, is what it feels like, right?
Right.
Am I correct?
Brutal.
May I just say that I loved every single bit. Just finger-licking good of when Brock Lesnar was beating the crap out of Roman Reigns. With his hands handcuffed behind his back, getting his ass
the oldest
whooped.
trick in the book. I'm mad that they used U.S. Marshals for that shit, by the way.
No, I think they were handcuffed in the front.
But still,
It was in the front?
It was in the front.
In the front? Okay.
Bruh, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great sight to see.
I'm not too mad at the build. Last week sucked, for sure. I mean, last Monday's sucked, for sure. Where I did like the fact that the locker room sided with Roman, though. That's the one part I did like they did, because it kind of gives the incentive that's it. Where the dark days of Brock Lesnar are behind us, and that's what needs to be done here.
We're fucking over this guy.
We're over this guy. He doesn't really want to be here. He ran its course. Come on, Vince, get him the fuck out of here. And let's move on. I need to see Finn Balor in the main event. I need to see Seth Rollins in the main event. I need to see Sami Zayn. I need to see Samoa Joe. I need these guys to be on the card on Raw fighting for their
Samoa Joe definitely needs to get back, and I know he's gonna be a great heel.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be immediately, I think, post Mania, him and Reigns. But Seth comes back, makes it Monday Night Rollins again. Like these guys are missing their shots because fucking Brock Lesnar's stealing the spotlight. And I mean, he's a beast, a monster. Who's gonna take him down? Finally, Roman Reigns is, and I think he's gonna bring everybody else up now more. I think everybody's stock rises now that Reigns will win this championship and close the night. By the way, he will end the night. I think this match closes the entire WrestleMania. He ended it last year with the Undertaker. He wins it with the strap this year. Pretty Chubby, what's up? How do you feel?
Snooze fest. Please give the strap to Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar, lay down on your back, take the pin. 1, 2, 3, new champ. See ya. Wouldn't want to be you.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go against your prediction for the women's SmackDown Women's Championship, and I'm gonna say that Carmella fucking cashes in on Roman Reigns at the end of the fucking night, and we have a new Universal Champion.
And she does it with a curb stomp.
Oof, with her lips on his face, and not the lips on her mouth.
that pretty much sums up all of Mania, guys. Overall, is it gonna be a good show? Yes, it is. It's WrestleMania, right? We're talking about it. That's the reason why we're here. We're debuting this fucking podcast. A little bit about us going forward here. We're gonna be trying to do some shows on a weekly basis, giving you some Raw and SmackDown reviews. We're gonna talk some NXT. We're gonna talk some rumors. We're gonna give you spoilers. What's hot. We have some countdown episodes coming for you guys. We're also gonna do a Mount Rushmore. Look out for that.
We're just gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, this is gonna be something that we're gonna play around with. It's our little outlet of
wrestling fanatics.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to you bitches and show you how we feel and show you our penis sizes and our ball sacks, and we're gonna, fondle them. And
me and Pretty Chub are not co-signing what the fuck he's saying right now.
They're dictating it with extra diction. Happy Rusev Day, by the way, if we haven't said it enough. And like a wise man or like a talented man says, I bid you a goodbye. Right? Isn't that how Kenny Omega says it?
Yes.
I bid you a goodbye.
Goodbye and good night.
Goodbye and good night.
Did you like our show? Did you not like our show? You want to just harass us online a bit? Follow us on Instagram at HPC Podcast or Twitter at HP Crew and leave us your feedback.